Yo, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world. Oh, greetings to you all. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy new week, happy Monday, and happy new month. This one, three things it happens today. Na Monday, it is a new week, and also it's a new month. May the Lord be praised. And my prayer is that this week, this month, and this day, it shall be blessed unto all. When I mean all, I mean each and every one of us, both my listeners and the one that are now listening to me. That this week, this month, it shall be a very good and blessed month for each and every one of us. Make sure to hear this headline before we proceed with the news we have for us this very day. Mazi Simon Ekpa, once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu perpetually detained. This one is coming from Ohaneze Ndigbo. They said, say no to what to sit at home. That Mazi Simon Ekpa, or whatever he's been called, is being instigating the public against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his freedom, according to Ohaneze Ndigbo. This is what they brought to us this very Monday morning. Same way we take this one. They do what? They step down. Well, if you reason with me very well, you will understand that there's a point in what this man is saying. How can you be dictating for people? I mean, are you a dictatorship? I mean, can we name you Muammar Gaddafi? Or what do they call him? This one that refused to die in Cameroon, that have been on the seat for something years. Relaxing in your comfortable zone, declaring sit at home. In other words, forcing our eight parents to sit at home. The breadwinners of the family to sit at home every Monday. This one is not even every Monday now. This one is complete good 1 week. And I ask, how? Are you working for the people or you're working against the people? I know some never do well. Some brainless people will come to attack me on my comment section. But I'm waiting for all of you. Because what we lack, we Igbos, is what? We lack the vision to see far. How can you claim you are fighting for the people and you are declaring a 1 week complete sit at home? Doing what? What are they going to do at home? Looking their kids, why they die of hunger or why they starve. And when you talk now, some never do well, some brainless. Anyway, let me not use the derogatory statement, but come to me, meet me at the comment section. Let me hear that derogatory statement that you people are using at the comment section. Then I will reply you and I will pay you with your own coin. If this system is not okay for you, you are free to depart. It is right time we able to hear the truth. Let us stop all this follow. Okay, come out now and say, yes, I am the Jesus Christ of tomorrow. Everybody will just follow one now. Okay, will come out tomorrow now. Yes, I will be the one to make BIAFRA to work. Nobody will ever find time to reason. Nobody will ever find time to sit his own self down and reason. If this person claims to be working for the Biafrans, why are you indirectly killing the people that you are working for? Why are you indirectly staffing them? You want to do sit at home, just like the first surgery removal that the so-called Nigerian government is doing. They will without cushion the effect of the first surgery removal, and people, millions of Nigerians, out of 133 million poverty, multi-dimensional poverty we have before, 4 million families have been added to it. That will have about 137 million multi-dimensional poverty in Nigeria, including the middle class. You want to do sit at home for good 1 week. Let them die of hunger. After all, your business is booming in Finland. You are earning salary there. After all, you are a politician there. Whatever. And when you talk, people will say you are a monkey. Some call you idiot. Some call you a flave. Some call you all sorts of names. Simply because you are telling them to open their eyes and see. Nobody wants to see. Anyway, let us see how all these things will come out. Because this Simon Ekpa, if it's really working for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will not have been saying all these things. In other words, you are indirectly working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be detained, so that your business will be booming. Because any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out from the detention, that is the end of whatever business or whatever cash out you are doing. But when you say it, trust follow people now. Trust Akpamu that full everywhere internet, simply because they know how to type hello, how are you? They will come full everywhere and begin to abuse you. People are out there using smartphones don't even know how to do a research to know exactly what is happening and how all this thing can be achieved, other than abuse and abuse and abuse. The international community that is going to give you the Biafra, they are also on the internet and see the caliber of people that I want to take over the internet. You people know how to abuse. You know how to attack your own brothers. I never see any of you that come out now and speak concerning Asari Dokubo and the threats he give to all the Igbos. But any of your brothers that come to say the truth, you will go after him. Nonsense. Anyway, sir, let us proceed. If you like, subscribe. If you don't like, up to you. EKPA'S Igbo Social Cultural Organization and Igbo Youth Council Worldwide has urged residents of the Southeast to ignore Mr. Simon Ekpa's declaration of a 1-week sit-at-home in the zone. Ekpa had announced 1-week sit-at-home commencing from today being the July 3rd, 2023. The Finland-based Biafra and also what do they call him? A politician, a Biafra agitator, has continued to spearhead regular sit-at-home in the Southeast despite the mainstream leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, suspending the exercise. Then the issue there, or the question there is, Simon Ekpa is working for who? If the Biafrans have come out and say, man, this sit-at-home, we have do. For over 2 years we have been sit-at-home. Nothing has been achieved. See, yes, you people, all this follow, you still believe that if you continue doing sit-at-home until 1 million years, and anybody is going to listen to you, man, you are just wasting your time. Brainless people. Several groups, individuals, and state governments have also condemned the sit-at-home, lamenting its economic implications on the zone. But Ekpa has again asked the people of the Southeast to stay at home for 1 week. In a statement obtained by Daily Post on Monday, the national president of the Ohanese Youth, Mazi Oku Nabuike, urged the Southeast residents to ignore Ekpa's directive. Oku, who described Ekpa's order as a dictatorial, said there was no justification for someone to relax in his comfortable abode in Finland and then issue orders that others should not take their daily bread for 1 week. Whoa, who does that? Who does that? The youth group said, we have always made it clear that Simon Ekpa is not fighting for Biafra, he's only using the name of Biafra to enrich himself. He is also not interested in having Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released because he knows any day Kanu is released, his business will end. So he goes ahead taking decisions, issuing orders that will lead to the prolonged detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One of the such is the senseless and unjustified sit-at-home orders. How could you ask the breadwinner of a home to sit at home for 1 good week, watch himself and his family members starve to death? It is utterly senseless. It is even more deceitful considering that the person issuing the order is in faraway Finland enjoying himself, enjoying the fullness of everything provided for him. Yet, some never do well and blameless will come to attack me and said, who brought you to speak against our prime minister? Who made him prime minister? Igbo should therefore not take him seriously. Come out and go about your normal businesses. There's no sit at home anywhere. Oku added that even the IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has also condemned the sit at home, stating clearly that it was not in the best interest of the people of the zone. For Ekpa to be promoting it against the directive of the IPOB leader, Kanu, shows that he is on a personal mission and should be ignored. According to Oku Nabihe, he added. We are moving forward though, please. Do not touch that because we have a lot of news for my people. Breaking news. P2B versus Tunumbu, Begora de Yaramo. This case is not even ready to end. Tribunal adjourns hearing as INEC witnesses failed to show up in the court. What was their reason? Nobody knows. Let us see what happens. The Presidential Election Petition Court on Monday adjourned the hearing in the petition filed by the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Nigeria's report that the court adjourned till Tuesday, 4th July 2023, that is tomorrow, due to the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC inability to open its defense as a result of the absence of their 3 witnesses. More to come on this very news. I hope you heard me. More will be coming on this very news. Former Minister Sirika deceived Buhari on Nigeria Air, source disclosed. New revelations point to the former Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sereka, allegedly misleading President Muhammadu Buhari and Nigerians about the readiness of the new national carrier. Nigerian Air, just before he left office, highest scam of the highest order. According to an aviation world source that spoke with Vanguard, Sereka falsely assured the president that the airline was ready to launch without revealing it hadn't received full certification yet. Reports also suggested that Sereka impeded Nigerian Ego, another airline, from obtaining crucial certification, ostensibly due to their color scheme and the name resembling that of a yet to be launched Nigerian Air. The source indicated that Sereka had unsuccessfully tried to use the airline operator's certificate AOC or the Nigerian Ego for Nigerian Air. Critics are claiming that Sereka was more focused on personal gain than the national interest. This controversy has sparked widespread public interest, with stakeholders calling for an investigation into Sereka's action and operation of the agencies under his supervision. Stakeholders also criticized Sereka's leadership, alleging that favoritism in appointments, a disregard for the rule of law, and overstepping his authority over aviation agency boards. For instance, despite ongoing litigation involving Nigeria Air, Sereka declared that no sensible court could ground the airline. He went on to contract Ethiopian Airlines to provide an aircraft painted in Nigerian air colors, which was flown into the country for unveiling, despite lacking the necessary certification from the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Following these developments, the House of Representatives Committee on Aviation summoned the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Aviation, Dr. Emmanuel Meribole, the Managing Director of the airline, Captain Dagbo Olumide, and shareholders for an emergency meeting concerning the project. After the meeting, the legislative body branded the project as fraudulent and vowed to dig deeper into the circumstances surrounding it. Meanwhile, stakeholders have continued to express their dismay over the secrecy surrounding the project. An aviation analyst, Olumide Ohunayo, in a chat with the Vanguard, lamented that the Federal Executive Council always give approvals to every document presented by the former minister without proper scrutiny. That is the problem. Not even without proper scrutiny, because not all of them, they teach this country dry. He said there's a need to go back to all of those processes and probe every document he presented. The agencies under the ministry need to be audited. Their staff strength need to be looked at. The reason being that Sereka, during his time, compounded the agencies with extra staff without going through the necessary regulations and federal characters. Nigerian Air, inevitable, is a fraud that must also be probed. It was pure deception and a scam. The logo in question was unveiled in 2018 at Flamborough, United Kingdom. What Sereka did was a statistic display on the 26th of May 2023. We were informed that they are coming in with an airline that will start flying, but what we got is nothing to write home about. A hired and chartered flight to just come to showcase and go back to where it came from. If we look at the period Sereka came on board, about 6 months into the Buhari-led administration, Ibom Air, United Nigerian Airline, Green Africa, Value Jet came on board. Renault Air just came on board. Nigeria Ego was already coming up with 3 aircraft on the ground. Nigerians were waiting in anticipation of its launch after getting an AOC. There was no static display. The day they were supposed to kick off operation, the minister went behind to ensure they did not get their necessary certification to fly because their color and name were similar to the stillborn in Nigeria. They made an attempt to use the AOC of the Nigerian Ego that they had heard on their documents, but unfortunately for them, ARIC got judgment 2 weeks before them against Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON. So they could not go for that AOC again because those aircraft with AMCON belongs to ARIC Air. AMCON, which is under the federal government, has ARIC and the Aero contractor due to the bad debt. Why don't you build your own national carrier from there? Even AMCON offered, but the minister insisted that he wants to have his own because of the corruption he's planning to carry out. For instance, Qatar A had wanted to partner with Nigeria, but due to the challenges they met here, they left for Rwanda, where they got a 49% stake and paid about $1.2 billion to the Rwandan government. How much has Ethiopian Airlines paid for the 49%? The answer is zero. They made it clear that the Nigerian stakeholders are the one to pay, but the Ethiopian Airlines, they are only advancing the credit. You see it? Also, the principal partner of Aero Capital, Cindy Foster, said, "This is very poor indeed and a complete reflection of the entire shabby plan by the federal government of Nigeria," or you can call them Fulani government of Nigeria, because not them. Now Fulani, now them still they kill all these people. Ndume Bamidele Tozo for Senate leader puts Akpabio in dilemma. The decision of Senator Opeyemi Bamidele and Senator Alain Ndume to contest for the Senate leader position has reportedly placed Senate President Godswill Akpabio in a difficult position. Nigeria report that the National Assembly is resuming tomorrow for full legislative duties, and Akpabio is set to announce principal officers. Positions to be filled include Senate leader, deputy leader, Senate chief whip, and deputy chief whip. Also, Senate minority leader and deputy minority leader, Senate chief whip, and deputy minority chief whip. Alain Ndume, Borno South, and Bamidele, Ekiti Central, on Sunday confirmed their interest. Ndume said, "I'm interested, but I am not desperate to be the Senate leader. I will leave everything to God." Are you sure? Very true. I'm vying for the office with the Senator Ndume, Bamidele told the nation. Meanwhile, the battle for minority leader is more intense in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the opposition parties (CACUs). The minority is split into 6 political parties: the PDP with 36, Labour Party with 9, New Nigerian People's Party with 2, Social Democratic Party with 2. All Progressive Grand Alliance have only 1, and Young People's Party only 1. 5 senators among the opposition have been speculated as likely to be minority leader. They are Aminu Tambuwa, Sokoto South, a former Speaker of the House of Reps, ex-Kebbi State Governor, and former Federal Capital Territory Minister Adamu Aliero, Kebbi Central. Former Senate Leader Yahya Abdullahi, Kebbi North. Jarigbe Agom Jarigbe from Cross River North, and Mwadikom Simon Davao, Plateau North. While Ndume, who is a former Senate leader and a friend of Vice President Kashim Shettima, Bamidele is a die-hard loyalist of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Wahala, no the finish. The scenario has put the President of the Senate, His Excellency Godswill Akpabio, in a very hard and tough dilemma. A top source who spoke in confidence said Ndume was the DG of the Akpabio's campaign, and Bamidele coordinated all covert strategies which made Akpabio to win. The situation has created a dilemma for the President of the Senate. Another source added, it has been an unwritten tradition that the DG of the campaign of a President of the Senate will be the Senate leader, that is, the chief leader of the minority of whatever it is being called. Another source added, it has been an unwritten tradition, during David Mark's tenure, Senator Victor Ndoma Eba was the DG of his campaign, and he became the Senate leader. Dume was the DG of Saraki's campaign, and he became the Senate leader. In 2015, and when Senator Yahya led the campaign of Ahmed Lawan, he was chosen as the Senate leader. The indices are changing because Senator Bamidele is a strong contender for Senate leader as a godson of the president. The adoption of campaign DG as a Senate leader is not in our standing rules, according to Senator Bamidele. Stop the phase 7 measure. Labour Party fires presidency for dismissing European Union report on 2023 polls. The Labour Party has berated the Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led federal government for dismissing the report of the European Union Election Observation Mission on the 2023 general selection. Now that will recall that on 27 June of 2023, the European Union presented its report on the 2023 election to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). In its final report on the elections, the European Union chief observer Barry Andrews said that his trust in INEC had been severely damaged, mainly due to the failure to upload the result of the presidential election electronically. The European Union noted that the election exposed during enduring systematic weaknesses and signaled a need for further legal and operational reforms to enhance transparency, inclusiveness, and accountability. But in a statement on Sunday by the presidential spokesperson Dele Alake, the presidency dismissed the report by the European Union, describing it as poorly done desk job that relied more on rumors, gossip, and cocktails of prejudice and uninformed social media commentaries. However, reacting to the development in a statement on Sunday, the National Public Secretary of Labour Party, Obiora Ifo, said it was unsurprising that the presidency rejected the European Union report. Ifo Ibo noted that the European Union report is only one of the numerous submissions by the other international observers who have said the 2023 elections did not reflect the will of most of Nigerians. The Labour Party spokesperson, however, described the presidency comments as a phase 7 measure, adding that the opposition party stands by the position of the European Union on the election of the 2023 polls. He said it will interest the government to know that the European Union's report is only one out of the numerous submissions by other international observers who have described the election outcome as a sham and exercise that did not reflect the will of the majority of Nigerians. Labour Party stands by the position of the European Union Observation Mission. We have always said that this election was massively rigged in favor of the APC and their candidate. What the federal government is saying is just an afterthought and a shameless effort to mask the obvious. Even the blind can see, the deaf can hear, and they know this election was manipulated or 100%, according to A4. The huge pieces of evidence are abound for even the deaf and the blind to hear, feel, and that the party is only hoping that the judiciary will dispense justice without fear or favor. In the interest of the nation and posterity, Nigerians already know the true winner of the 2023 presidential election, and no amount of slandering, denial, or rebuttal can change the fact that the party in power has no mandate of the electorate. We must also know that whatsoever position the INEC has taken is with the active convenience with the federal government to deny the electorate, and it clearly shows that INEC is not in any way independent. The commissions are the whims and caprices of the government, and we know it. But the Nigerians are looking to the judiciary for justice. That is where we stand at this point in time, according to A4. Why Tinubu government will enforce freedom of religious practice, according to Matthew Hassan Koka, the Bishop of Kaduna Diocese. The Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, sorry, not Kaduna, Sokoto. The Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Sokoto Catholic Diocese, Matthew Hassan Koka, had appealed to the federal government to uphold the freedom of religion and worship guaranteed by the nation's constitution and other laws, unless they are trying to amend the laws. Now, that was report that Kuka made appealing during a church regionally shortly after the inaugural mass at the Catholic chaplaincy of the 119 composite group of the Nigerian Air Force, Sokoto. Kuka stated that enforcing religious freedom could be accomplished by giving adherents of diverse faith places of worship in various federal government offices across the country. Speaking further, the bishop said the significance of these places of worship which allow personnel to practice their religion freely. He called that most federal government institutions, medical centers, and other establishments do not have provisions for houses of worship for Christians, particularly in many sections of the northern Nigeria, violating the constitutions. We cannot sympathize with corrupt people. Governor Oti threatens to go after looters. This one is coming from the Abia State Governor, Governor Chioma Oti. Governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, has threatened that his administration will not sympathize with the corrupt public office holders for the state interest. The newly sworn-in governor vowed to go after looters and recover all government funds and property in their hands. Nigeria report that Oti stated this on Sunday in Omaya during the Thanksgiving service of the Deputy Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, Honorable Justice Austin Okezie Meregini, held at St. Anne's Catholic Church, Omaya. While he threatened that his administration will disconnect the mounds of more public funds and property looters from the feeding bottle of the state, Governor Oti noted that various changes he had made so far in the state civil service and the solution of various boards in the state were geared towards rebuilding Abia State. He assured that every stolen public fund and property will be recovered through the recently inaugurated panel of inquiry. All happens in Abia State. Are you with me? I am not wicked. I will take you to the gutters. As I talk about issues warning to Ruben Abati. It's all right. Make it just. They bring out your madness small. This is your madness because on our how do you use to talk this? You know that on our one keta abi one zarijo for ya to chia patamba. You don't they bring out your madness small. Very soon, na market you go enter. A former Niger Delta militant, Kasari Dokubo, has issued a strong warning to Nigerian journalist Ruben Abati to stop propagating lies about him. Nigeria report that Dokubo has remained a topic of discussion in recent times after his visit to President Bola Tinubu last month. The ex-militant, during an interview, identified the biggest location of oil thieves in Nigeria and called for the continuous detention on leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His statement was widely condemned by many political elites and Nigerians, but Asare Dokubo seemed unapologetic about his words. In a video making the rounds online, Dokubo slammed Ruben Abati while recalling how he had benefited from the government and did nothing in return. He further warned the People's Democratic Party PDP chieftain to desist from spreading falsehood about him, as he would not hesitate to deal with him. He wrote, "If you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. After acquiring a toilet certificate, people were supposed to talk, no talk, but na things like you, they talk. Useless things like you. You are a broke journalist who wants to create mischief and you failed woefully," according to Asare Dokubo. Roke, journalists like Ruben Abati, who has eaten from the government and has never worked for the government, who cannot survive outside handouts from people and brown envelopes. Look, Ruben Abati, you have known me. I know be wicked. Anyhow you want it, I go give you, according to Asare Dokubo. Where you taught in school to lift lies and propagate them, you think you are talking to someone who cannot hit you back. You should have known me by now. This is how you raised all manner of hell on the Awolowo issue in Lagos and you failed woefully. You should be ashamed that you were a deputy governor to a drug addict, Buruji Kashemu. You cannot blackmail me. You have no morals or have nothing other than a certificate that grants you doctor of nothing. Ruben Abati, I promise to take you to the gutter and you will never come out of it. You are bold in criticizing others, but you embezzled money during Goodluck Jonathan's administration and did nothing you were asked to do. According to Asare Dokubo, make your madness just they come out little by little. We will see the end of it. Nigerians are suffering under Tinubu government, according to PDP chieftain Daniel Bwala. The spokesperson for the dissolved Atiku Presidential Campaign Organization, Daniel Bwala, has said the Nigerians are suffering under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's late federal government of Nigeria. In a post via his verified Twitter handle on Sunday, Buhari stated that the rate of hardship in the country is unbearable following the policies rolled out by the current administration. The People Democratic Party (PDP) chieftain lamented the high cost of necessities in the country, including food items, transportation, goods and services, medicals, and school fees. Buhari also claimed he received not less than 30 calls from people daily asking for help, stating that Nigerians are just asking for simple things to survive in a nation endowed with natural and human resources riches. He wrote, "Nigerians are suffering, man. This is too much. The high cost of everything, food items, transportation, goods and services, medicals, and also school fees, all have skyrocketed. No day I get less than 30 calls. People are asking for just these simple things to survive in a nation endowed with every riches in natural and human resources. God, please help us." According to the PDP chieftain, "You will regret it." According to Shehu Sani, advises Tinubu's governors against dialoguing with bandits. A former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani, has warned President Bola Tinubu's government and state governors against dialoguing with bandits in the country. According to the former Kaduna lawmaker, trying to have a conversation with the bandits would fail for 3 reasons. Speaking via Twitter on Sunday, the political analyst opined that the bandits are not like Boko Haram, which murder people under the guise of religion and political motives. He stated that the bandits are driven by their need for extortion through atrocious blackmail and cold-blooded murder of innocent citizens. He wrote, "Dialogue with bandits will not work because of these 3 reasons. They are not an armed movement found for pursuit of any religious, ethnic, or political cause, other than extortion by atrocious blackmail, abductions, and cold-blooded murder of innocent citizens. 2. They are not united under a single leadership but operate in clusters and criminal gangs. 3. Their motivation is money. They kill and abduct for money." So, how many groups are you going to dialogue? But according to eyewitnesses of people who have been abducted, taken into the forest, they come out and tell you that coming out from the forest, you will pass more than 20 camps, different camps of all these bandits and armed robbers. Bandits are like ISWAP and Boko Haram elements, whose acts of abduction, terrorist attacks, and slaughter of innocent citizens is done under the guise of religion. Dialogue with bandits is a waste of time. Those governors who tried it later regretted it, according to Alhaji Shehu Sani. The last but not the least, they gave you a suitcase of money. Shehu reacts to European Union report. Former Kaduna Central lawmaker Shehu Sani had reacted to the European Union report on 2023 election in Nigeria. According to him, Nigeria will recall that on 27 June 2023, the European Union presented its report on the 2023 elections to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). In its final report on elections, the globally acclaimed body said that its trust in INEC have been severely damaged, especially as a result of the failure to upload the result of the presidential election electronically. The European Union noted that the election exposed enduring systematic weakness and therefore signaled a need for further legal and operational reforms to enhance transparency, inclusiveness, and accountability. The Commission also identified 6 areas for improvement in Nigeria's electoral processes moving forward. Reacting to the Commission report via his verified Twitter handle, Sani opined that the body's report is to be expected considering that they contributed financially to the elections. He wrote, "Whenever the European Union gives you 1 suitcase of money to conduct elections, know that they will give you the 2nd suitcase containing their report." In September of 2022, the European Union launched the sum of 39 million euros towards the European Union support democratic governance in Nigeria, according to the news we are having now. So my wonderful people, make una do what? You this one step down until you hear my voice again. I still remain Okude Daily Talk. Bye for now. Kenesiano. Subscribe, please.